Hello, everyone. My name is Peter Dennis, and I'm a certified consulting hypnotist. I want to tell you today about an interesting experience that I've had as a hypnotist. It's an experience that is, you could say, easily out of this world, and it led to a fascinating activity that I'm engaged in today. Now, it started probably about 8 years ago, where I had a client who I had regressed to a previous lifetime. Now, actually, I didn't say previous at the time. I think I said another lifetime. In any event, she reported that she didn't have a body. She was totally spiritual, and her mission was to bring light to children. Well, that didn't make a lot of sense to me. I thought maybe she in some way was hallucinating or just mixed up or something, but I made a note of it in her file. And didn't think anything much further about it until a couple years after that. I had a client who reported that she was on a planet that had red soil, a red atmosphere, and she had a body that was about 10 feet tall and quite scaly. And she was apparently sitting around waiting to engage in a war with another species. Well, that caught my attention, and I certainly noted it in my files. And a couple years after that, I had a client who said that she was a maid in a household in ancient Egypt, that the head of the household was a guy who had access to the construction site at the Great Pyramid of Giza. And she had the opportunity of visiting that site occasionally, and she said there was an alien in charge of it. And she described the alien as a tall, slender humanoid, but with a bird-like head. And I think if you've noticed Egyptian art and art from other ancient cultures, you will see or recognize that figure as Thoth, ascribed to be the inventor of writing and a number of other things. The Greeks call him Hermes, and apparently he got around a fair bit. Anyway, with those three histories, I went to my files and I identified 13 people who satisfied certain criteria. Firstly, they were good subjects for hypnosis. They went easily and deeply into hypnosis. Secondly, they had done past life regression with me. Thirdly, they had an interest in the metaphysical. And fourthly, quite related, I guess you could say, is I thought they wouldn't get spooked too much if they found they were an ET on another planet or something. Anyway, I invited the 13 to join me and engage in a little research just to see if we humans have had lifetimes on other planets. 6 responded saying they were in, and when I did work with the 6, 5 of them reported that they had had lifetimes on other planets, and 1 did not. In the course of dealing with those 5 who reported being extraterrestrials, 3 of them began to channel. Now that's a whole other story as to how that connection really happened, but let me just say for now, 3 of them did begin to channel with me, and I worked with them such that today they are channelers. It's a tool in their toolbox that they bring to their clients for healing, for advice, various things. And I'll say more about channeling in subsequent videos. But I wanted to just give you a little of the background. And I guess the conclusion from that study is that based on a very small sample, I don't think the scientific community would buy into this, but it looks like there's a number of us humans walking around who have had lifetimes on other planets, so we may all be hybrids, Arcturians or Andromedans or Palladians, as well as humans. Anyway, take it for whatever you wish. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just reporting what happened. So I'll get a little more into that in subsequent videos, but that's it for today. Bye for now.